Hi guys, my name is Byrd and I am going to show you how to cut fabric like a pro. We are going to be using several differently sized rotary cutters from Fiskars. Not only will I walk you through cutting different types of fabric, but I'll also show you how to take care of your tools. Before cutting out any fabric, I like to start with a self-healing mat. This one is two-sided. On this side, there are grid lines, and on the other side, there is this gorgeous landscape. So this is perfect. Looking at the three blades, and these are absolutely three of my favorite blades, I want to show you how you use each of the blades. So to engage the blade, what you want to do for the 28 millimeter as well as the 60 millimeter is you're going to depress this button on the front, pull it all the way down, and your blade is now engaged and it's very sharp. To disengage the blade, you simply depress the button and the cap comes up once again. And again, this is how it looks on the 60 millimeter. Press down to engage, press up to disengage the blade. And the 45 millimeter, this one works just a little bit differently. There is a little button on the top, a little lever, and you just push it down. That engages the blade. You could hear that little click. And when you're done cutting, you just press this button on the front and you can hear that click. What I love about the three blades, let's start with the smallest one. This one might be small, but it is mighty. I like to use this one to cut out my paper patterns. Now, once you begin using a blade to cut paper, you want to dedicate that blade to paper only, and you can mark it so that you know which blades are used for cutting paper versus the blades that you have set aside to cut your fabric. If you happen to use a blade that you dedicated for paper on fabric, you'll find that the blade is likely dull. So that is why you want to dedicate your blades for either fabric or paper. Look how beautifully that 28 millimeter cut through the tissue paper. The 45 millimeter is another favorite. I love this one because it is so good for cutting through several layers of fabric. So I have a couple different types of fabric that I want to show you how easily it cuts through the fabric. This one is a silk satin, a very delicate fabric that is very easy to fray. And so engaging the blade, look at how beautifully that cuts without any fraying. That's gorgeous. And then if I look at a knit fabric, this is a four-way stretch knit like for swimwear or active wear. I'm going to double the fabric as well. The knife is engaged, the blade is engaged and just cutting through. Just simply easy and beautiful. And then grabbing, last but not least, a cotton fabric, which is a woven. There is no stretch in here whatsoever. I'm going to fold it over so it is two different layers of fabric. And again, the blade handles this beautifully. I'm going to also grab a couple other pieces of cotton, and we now have 6 different pieces of cotton, and let's look at how well and easily the blade cuts through all 6 pieces of fabric. Again, very easy. I love how each of the blades work very differently on different types of fabric. The 60 millimeter is really great for heavyweight fabrics like denim. The small one is really great for cutting out paper or going around curves. The 45 millimeter is for single cuts, but it's also really great for cutting through several layers of fabric. It is super easy and also important to maintain your blade. And so what I like to use is grab a piece of soft cotton fabric, just a piece of scrap fabric, and after you're done cutting your fabric, I just kind of wipe around the blade to get rid of any kind of fluff or any lint, and you do that for each of them, and you can actually see a little bit of lint on the cotton. Do that for both. Make sure that each blade is in the locked position, and I'm good to go, and I'm ready for my next project. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know if you have any questions. Happy sewing, and bye-bye for now.